there were two kind of the cell. One cell which looked like the plant cell, another like the animal cell. From animal cell, then protozoa developed, right? After the protozoa, then some multicellular animals developed. Then after multicellular animals, the sequence go ahead, and we'll study that thing in plant animal classification. Here we'll study that how the plant evolved from the single cell that was the first green cell was the blue green algae. From blue green algae, the algae evolved, right? Basically, the blue green algae were cyanobacteria. Remember, blue green algae were cyanobacteria. They were a type of bacteria. They were not actually algae. We just call them algae, blue green algae. Basically, they are the cyanobacteria. And after cyanobacteria, diatoms type of the things came, right? After diatoms, basically the algae came, and after the algae, then bryophyte, then pteridophyte, then gymnosperm, then nowadays angiosperm. So angiosperm nowadays, angiosperm are the most evolved part of the plant, right? They are the most modern plant. So can you tell me, angiosperms are basically of two types? Angiosperms are basically of two types, monocot and dicot. So which one is more evolved, monocot or dicot? Can you guess, Tara? Which is more important, monocot or dicot plant?
Monocot.
Very good, very good, excellent. Monocots are more evolved plant in comparison to dicot plant, right? So the most modern plant are the monocot. Now let's start with the plant classification part. Today, who is missing? Oh, any of you are missing today. Anyway, now come to the classification of algae. Classification of algae, right? Again, we have classified algae, and I'll tell you just a classification of algae. So, what exactly algae are, right? So, first I will tell you what exactly algae are. Then I will tell you that uh, what is the classification of algae, right? So, as I have already told you, that algae are a type of the plant which do not have any root system or shoot lines. So, basically, how we can define the algae? So, basically, algae are the plant. So, body have, this is a very basic kind of the, what is the introduction of algae? How, if suppose that I ask you what are the algae, how you will introduce, right? So body is organized into thallus like structure, thallus like structure, right? There is, just give me Sorry, guys. Yes, who have joined us, please? Nabiha, you are too late. Okay. Anyway, so body is organized into thallus-like structure. So what is the thallus-like structure? I have already told you, if you get the term thallus-like structure, it means there is no clear-cut division of root, stem, and leaf, right? So root, stem, and leaves are not clearly divided, right? For sake of example, let me tell you, there is a, for example, an example. Example is, there is an example of algae, and the name of that algae is Chlamydomonas, right? That is a Chlamydomonas. So this is a Chlamydomonas algae, and this Chlamydomonas algae. Oh, this is Chlamydomonas. It look like something like insect. So it have two flagella. Nothing is like plant-like structure, and it have a chloroplast. And the structure of chloroplast, the peculiarity, why I am every time I'm telling the name of the Chlamydomonas, this is very important, right? That's why I'm telling you. Sometime you will get the question that what is the shape of the chloroplast of Chlamydomonas, right? So it has cup-shaped chloroplast, cup-shaped chloroplast. In green algae, I'll again tell you, cup-shaped chloroplast, and this is nucleus, right? Nucleus. And they have the cell wall. Rest of the characteristic, they look like the plant. So this characteristic, they have cell wall, they have chloroplast. That is the characteristic of plant, means it is autotrophic, right? Cell wall. Then the next structure which is found below the cell wall, that is a plasma membrane. So inside the chloroplast, there is a plasma membrane. Plasma membrane. You can call it biomembrane as well, right? And inside plasma membrane, there is a protoplasm. So all the things are present. Protoplasm. So rest of the structure are like plant, right? But they have flagella. So flagella are here like the structure. We have discussed in detail the flagella and cilia, right? So they have flagella. So what is the purpose of flagella? The purpose of flagella is locomotion, means swimming, right? Locomotion. So this is the locomotory organ which is found over here, right? So that is the structure, and cell wall is basically made up of cellulose. The same component which make the cell wall of the plant, right? So that is which lesson is in Nabia? This is the we in last class we have started. You was there in last class, Nabia, if I am not wrong. And last class we have started the plant classification. So I'm just started with the algae, right? Remember, Nabia? Plant classification part we started with the last class. Okay, so this is the protoplasm. So plant, the algae have the body organized into plant-like structure. There is plant body is not divided into not divided into stem, root, and leaves. No conducting tissue. Can you tell me what are the conducting tissue? No conducting tissues are found. Any one of you, come on, tell me. What are the conducting tissues? Martin, Sarah. What are the conducting tissues? Like, come on, guys, like xylem and phloem. Xylem, it take the water, and phloem, it take the plant, right? Xylem and phloem. Second. That no mechanical tissue, which gives them expression.
Sir, is it conducting tissues or connecting tissues?
Sorry?
Is it conducting tissues or connecting tissues?
No. Connecting tissues are basically found in the animals. Blood is a connective tissue. Tendon, ligament, they are the connective tissue. Conducting tissue which conduct something. So what they are conducting? They are conducting the water. The role of the xylem, they take the water and mineral from the root to the leaf, right? They are pipeline-like structure, right? And there is another conducting tissue, phloem. So phloem, they take the food from the leaves and take it till the root, right? Is that clear? So xylem and phloem are the conducting tissue. The well-developed xylem and phloem or conducting tissues are found in angiosperms. Is that clear to everyone?
Yes,
right,
sir.
guys? No mechanical tissue. So what are the mechanical tissue? No mechanical tissue. Mechanical tissues are those which give strength to any tissue. Like soft stem, monocot, they do not have mechanical tissue, right? That's why you can eat them easily. But the large trees, they have the mechanical tissue, right? Mechanical tissue will study that as sclerenchyma, right? So mechanical tissue means like woody structure, right? Got it? This is for now. This is for your reference because I don't want to make it complex, right? No seed, fruit, or flower are present. Right? Last but not the least, food is stored in a structure called pyrenoid. You have to remember that pyrenoid. So pyrenoid is a structure where the food is stored in the algae. Where the pyrenoid is found? That is the question. So let me tell you. Basically, pyrenoids are found in the chloro, inside the chloro, as a sunken structure, right? Like our face have eyes, they are sunken structure in our face. They're deep inside. So they're the sunken structure. So like these kind of the structures are found. That is called pyrenoid, and they are found in the chloroplast, sunken inside the chloroplast, right? So this is called pyrenoid, and it's a food storage body. Food storage body, right? This is the food storage. Last but not the least, uh, food is stored, and reproduction is both sexual as well as asexual. Both kind of the reproduction is. Now go through with this and let me know if you have any doubt in any of the points. Sarah, are you getting? What about you, Nabiha? Are you getting each and every point?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Go through with this. Even Martin, go through with this and tell me if you have any doubt in any point. This is just a representative structure of the algae, right? In case,
Yeah, I'm getting it.
fine.
Done, sir.
Done. Okay. Martin, is that everything clear?
You should write this.
Sorry.
Should we write this?
Okay, fine. Please write it down. Yeah, please write it down. You will not find these things in the book. I'm just telling you for sake of making you understand. making you like developing understanding of the algae. These are the basic concepts which you will not find in the book. I'm just telling.
What's like the heading?
Hmm?
Like
Okay,
the okay.
done. Fine. Fine. So now
Topic, sir.
topic. Come on, guys. Last time, look. Last time we have done this one. Plant classification. I told you. Remember?
Yes, sir.
So we are studying the chapter plant classification. In plant classification, I told you that plant have been divided into two categories: cryptogam and phanerogams. Again, yes, cryptogams where the sexual organ you cannot see the sexual organs. Phanerogams where you can see the sexual organs, right? Then cryptogams divided into three categories: thallophyta, bryophyta, and pteridophyta. So basically, thallophyta is algae. And I have already told you that thallus-like body means thallophyta are the group of plant where thallus-like body. Thallus-like body where the body of the plant is present, but you cannot say that this is the root, stem, and leaf. So differentiation of the root and stem and leaf is not over there, right? Bryophyta and pteridophyta. Then spermatophyta, those which bear the seed. Further, spermatophyta divided into gymnosperm and angiosperm. So basically, in plant classification, there are 5 kinds of the plant, right? What are those 5 kinds of the plant? Out of these 5 kinds of the plant, first are algae, second bryophyta. Fungi is a not part of the plant. We have already understood that. We have already studied that. Is that clear? So first and foremost plant which came on the earth, algae, then came bryophyta, then pteridophyta, then gymnosperm, and then angiosperm. Nowadays, the most modern plant are the angiosperms. Then in last class, I told you, Nabiha, go through with this one. Last class, take the backup of last class, go through with this. It is very important. I have explained in detail in last class. So last class, I told you that algae were the first plant which arrived on the earth. They have thallus-like body, means no root, stem, leaf is present over there. No seed, fruit, and all that present over there. No xylem and phloem present over there. After the millions of year arrival of the algae, bryophyta came. Bryophyta, they have root-like structure but not root. Leaf-like structure but not leaf. They do not have mechanical tissue. They do not have seed. They don't have a fruit. No flower. After them, the evolutionary history, more advanced plant arrive on the pteridophyta. They have root, stem, and leaf, but still, they do not have seed, they do not have flower, they do not have fruit. After pteridophyta, the more advanced plant came, gymnosperm. They have stem, leaf, and root, which is already developed in pteridophyta. They have seed, but not fruit and flower. They have xylem and phloem. But 2 things are still missing in gymnosperm, fruit and flower. Then angiosperm came. Angiosperm like mango. Angiosperm are those which have root, stem, leaf, xylem, well developed. Fruit, seed, and flower are also. So they are the perfect. So first here I have started with the algae. Then I told you what are the algae. Algae, right? I told you the ideal structure of the algae. You can see chlamydomonas. Then these are the characteristic of algae. Is that clear now? Everything for all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Martin, Nabiha, tell me please. Martin, everything clear now?
Yes, sir.
Very good. What about you, Nabiha? Did you got the overview?
Yes, sir.
Tell me fast, please.
So this is plant kingdom, right? Plant kingdom, right?
Sorry, it's a plant kingdom. Yeah,
Plant kingdom.
yeah. We are studying the plant kingdom. That is the next chapter in NCERT. You'll see that.
And this one is like part of which, like,
This one is a part of algae.
okay, this is algae, these points.
Yeah, these points are the general characteristic of algae. You can put the heading general characteristic of algae. We have started the plant kingdom chapter 3, right? In chapter 3, you will see the first part of the chapter 3 is algae 3.1 algae. Yeah. So we have started 3.1 algae. Clear?
Yeah.
Now come to the classification of algae. Right? This is also a type of algae. You'll see. It's also representative of algae. So the name of this algae is Spirogyra. Spirogyra is also known as a water silk. We give it name water silk, right? So it is thread-like structure. So outermost layer is made up of mucilaginous sheath and covering that is protective, right? It protects them from um, being eaten, right? And dehydration, right? It is a bit not clear. Let me write it more clear. Protect from dehydration, right? So they have gel-like covering that is called mucilaginous sheath. It protects from dehydration. Then there is a cell wall. I have already told you that cell wall is made up of cellulose, right? So like plant, the cell wall is made up of cellulose, right? They have vacuole, that is a characteristic of plant. They have chloroplast, this ribbon-like chloroplast, right? This is chloroplast. That is correct. They have pyronoid, which is food storing body. In pyronoid, they store carbohydrate, protein, or fat, right? They have nucleus. They have cell membrane, right? So that is the also example of algae, right? Here you cannot discriminate, differentiate that there is a root, stem, or leaf-like structure. Nothing is present over there. Again, the algae is classified into three classes. First, chlorophyceae. Second, Pvt. Third, rhodophyceae. Chlorophyceae is known as the green algae. Pvt. Is known as the brown algae. And rhodophyceae is known as the red algae. Right? So it has been divided into three categories: green algae, brown algae, and red algae. Clear? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So look, first on the earth, if you will say, sir, tell me the evolutionary sequence. So first on the earth, rhodophyceae came, red algae came, then brown algae came, then green algae came. So out of all these three algae, green algae is the most advanced, right? They are the ancestor of the plant. You can say they are the precursor of plant. They are ancestor of the plant, right? Now, this sheet is very important, which is visible on the screen and it's in front of you, right? Here, whatever that information is given, that is very important for your complete chapter, and the same information must be there in your NCERT. Let me tell you. Yes, this is present. The page number 33, table number 3.1, right? The same table is present. Exactly the same table is present, right? So there are three classes of the algae. Chlorophyceae, that is the green algae. Then Pvt, that is the brown algae. They are of brown color, right? And rhodophyceae, that is the red algae, right? So they are red in color. It is written over here, common name: green algae, brown algae, red algae, right? It is there. The major pigment, right? So they have chlorophyll A and B. Chlorophyceae means green algae. They have chlorophyll A and B. Here I want to tell you one more information. The chlorophyll, please note it down. Otherwise, you will forget. Whenever I say that this is some extra information, you have to note it down, that thing in your notebook. So chlorophyll B is the most advanced chlorophyll. Chlorophyll B is the most advanced chlorophyll found in the green plant, found in the green plant like angiosperm, right? So chlorophyceae means green algae have chlorophyll A and B both, right? Food is stored in pyronoid. Everywhere in every algae, the food is stored in the form of a structure or body called pyronoid. You have seen both of the diagram that pyronoids are present, right? And what will be the stored food? That will be the starch, right? So starch is the stored food. Even the advanced plant like angiosperm, they store the starch. Now, cell wall is made up of cellulose, right? Now, the flagella. So there are some reproductive body, some cells, they have the flagella. So there may be 2 to 8 flagella in algae. They are equal and apical. Equal means both of flagella will be equal in size, right? And they are apical means they will be present at the front side, apex, right? They are found in fresh water, brackish water, and salt water. So in the nutshell, they are found in the both of the water, fresh water and salt water. Is that clear? Keep on telling me. Are you getting every point?
Yes.
Great. Pheophysi means brown algae. They are brown in color. They have chlorophyll A and C. Look, B is absent because they are not that much advanced like green algae. So chlorophyll A and C are found, means B is missing. They have fucoxanthin. So fucoxanthin is a compound or a pigment like chlorophyll A and B. It gives brown color to brown algae, right? Stored food is mannitol and laminarin, right? They have mannitol and laminarin as a stored food. Clear? Cell wall is made up of cellulose and algin, right? Cell wall is made up of cellulose and algin. So algin is a
Sir?
different, yes.
So what was pyronoid made of? Carbohydrate, protein, and
Look, there is a structure which store the food, like our stomach. So inside the algae, there is a structure. Name of that structure is pyronoid. So pyronoid can store the food in the form of either in the form of carbohydrate or in the form of protein or in the form of oil, means fat. Clear?
yes.
So what is cellulose? So what is starch? It's a carbohydrate.
Yeah.
Mannitol, it's oily structure. Laminarin, starch, like carbohydrate. Sorry, fluoridin starch is a carbohydrate, right? So look. So here this cell wall is made up of cellulose and algin. Algin is a structure. Do you know? Do you know what is the algin? Any one of you? Algin? Any one of you? No?
Algae.
Look. Algin is you must have taken the capsule sometime when you are not well, right? Doctor must have given capsule, and if you keep the capsule on your tongue, it will wet and it will dissolve. Its wall will dissolve. The walls of those capsules, you must have been, the capsules are made up of two half, right? So the walls of those capsules are made up of algin. Got it?
Yes.
Artificial fruits are made up of algin. You must have eaten them in ice cream. So in those ice cream, small pieces, they are the artificial fruit. They are made up of algin only, right? So, but they have the two flagella, right? So the flagella are found in two, but they are unequal, right? They are unequal and lateral. Got it? So equal flagella. There is a term for equal flagella. Isocone. Isocone means flagella are equal, right? Neither in shape nor in size, right? And there is a flagella heterocone. Heterocone means unequal flagella. Unequal flagella. Got it? Heterocone and isocone. Is that clear?
Yes. Sir.
Fine. Now, a habitat, they are found in the fresh water, right? Water, salt, right? Salt water. So basically, they are more abundantly found in the salt water, right? Very few are fresh water. Then come to the rhodophysi, the first algae. They are called red algae, right? They have chlorophyll A and D. Again, the chlorophyll B is missing over here, right? They have phycoerythrin. So phycoerythrin is a chlorophyll A and B like pigment. It gives a red color, right? It gives a red color to the algae, right? That's why they are called red algae. The stored food is fluoridine starch, means it's a carbohydrate. Whatever I have underlined or make a star, these are the questions which have been asked in competition, actually, medical exam. The same question directly from the answer, right? That's why they are very important. One marker question if you get in at your school, if they comes in at your school, definitely they'll be from here. Their cell wall is made up of cellulose, but outside of the cell wall, pectin is deposited, right? And the very important thing is that they do not have any flagella. Any of the cell in their life cycle, they do not have this one flagella. They are freshwater, some of the freshwater, some of the freshwater, and most of them are found in the salt water, right? So they are mostly marine. Is that clear? Is that chart clear? If you have any doubt, please ask me. Any doubt?
Son, how do mantoil laminar,
Mannitol.
like a name for stored food?
That is a yes. Inside the pyrotoid, either there will be mannitol or there will be laminarin.
Oh yeah. Inside what? Inside what?
Mannitol is like oily substance, fatty substance. Laminarin
Okay.
is a type carbohydrate.
Mhm.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Nabia, is that clear? Everything? Okay, great. So that was the classification and that was the difference. These were the general characteristic of algae. These were the classification of the characteristic, the classes. It's a diagram of representative diagram. It's a chart which differentiate between the green algae. What is it? It tells you what is the difference between the green algae, brown algae, and red algae. Let's start with one by one. So that is the first we will study the green algae. Look. Again, here the diagram, which is a representative diagram, that representative diagram is of Chlamydomonas. I have already told you that Chlamydomonas is very important out of these all algae, right? So look, here you can see the flagella is present, right? So flagella is the body which help in the swimming, right? Uh, they have chloroplast, which is cup shape. You can see it look like cup shape, right? They have contractile vacuole. So what is the function of contractile vacuole? Who will tell you? Let me check the memory of yours. Who will tell me what is the function of contractile vacuole? I have repeated 100 times. They were present in Protesta. Tell me. Sarah, Martin. Come on, guys. It means you haven't revised it.
Sir,
Can you repeat the question?
Sorry.
Repeat.
What is the function of contractile vacuole? You can see contractile vacuole is present over here. This one, contractile vacuole. What is the function of contractile vacuole? Come on, guys. Today you have to repeat. You have to revise that. And uh, you will get. I think you must have the idea about the test, and you will get regularly the test, right? I'll take the analysis of the test that who's doing, and sometime even sometime ask you the verbal viva basis, right? Sometime I won't give them that give them chance to give you the written test, right? If I'll think that it is important, I won't tell you in advance. In any Friday, I can take the test whatever I have taught to you. So that is your job. You have to revise it. Are you revising it, Martin, Sarah, and Nabiha? Tell me.
For now, I'm not because of myself.
Very good,
I mean,
Nabiha. Very
exam.
good. They pump out the water. They excrete
They
this.
pump out the excess water.
Exactly. They pump out the waste water. Yes. So who is revising? Sarah, are you revising it?
No, sir, because of exams. I'm gonna
Exams are
check
going
with
on.
notes there, sir.
They have started exams right now.
No, it is on Monday starting.
Monday exam. Monday they are taking exam at your school.
Yeah, our
So what they
first
are,
unit exam.
so what they are asking in biology in your school?
The first step in the living world and the cell unit of life and cell cycle and division. That's
Okay, okay. Yeah, you told
these
me.
three chapters.
So is that clear to all? Is that all clear to you?
No,
No. I think we have. I think I have given you the class for that. If I'm not wrong.
uh, no, you haven't.
Yeah.
You have the like you started the first step to cell the unit of life, like the introduction stuff, but
Okay.
not the full thing.
You can check. You can check those things if you get if you want my help. I'll there. Right. So
Yeah.
go through with that. In case if you want my help, you can coordinate with the team. Right. Don't hesitate for any kind of the help in biology. Right. What about you, Martin? Are you revising it? Sarah have a genuine reason, so I'm going to leave her till the exam is are not over. What about you, Martin? Are you revising it? Tell me. Come on. What about you, Nabiha? Are you revising it? And don't miss the class, Nabiha. Don't never miss the class, right? Until unless it is very urgent, right? Martin, I didn't listen you. Okay, very
Yes,
good.
sir.
Are you revising it or not? Whatever I'm teaching you.
In some of them, yeah.
Please revise it until unless you're not revising it, until unless whatever I am like whatever I have in my brain I want to transfer at your brain, right? That is the responsibility of a teacher. And if it is not in your brain, it is in my brain, it is of no use for you. Right? Like, you know, there is no that kind of the mechanism that I learn everything and you get the benefit of this one. You have to die for it, right? You have to die for your own heaven. Fine. So keep on revising. Fine. Okay. So come to here. This is the flagella, and there is a basal body. Basal body is a root from where the flagella originate, right? Basal body, that is the origination point of the flagella. This is contractile vacuole. I have told you that this is for the removal of the wastewater. Cell wall, which is made up of cellulose. They have a large prominent nucleus, okay, that is present. They have the Golgi body. They have the starch granule. Now come to they have the mitochondria for energy production. They have plasma membrane, means second covering. There is a pyrenoid, right? Pyrenoid, you can see the diagram of the pyrenoid is given over here. The pyrenoid is a body where they store the food. So this kind of the body, and you can see the pyrenoid is found inside the cup-shaped chloroplast, right? And body food is stored over here, right? They have an eye spot or stigma. This is also a very important thing. Eye spot or stigma, it is called eye spot because this is the photosensitive structure. You know, at the morning time, all these algae reaches at the surface of the lake to get maximum light to make the food for the photosynthesis. But when the sun sets or the light goes or it's cloudy, you will not find them on the surface of the lake. They will go deep inside the lake, right? How does they sense the presence of the light or absence of it? Because they have a structure like eye spot. Eye spot is a photosensitive thing that provide them sensation, that provide them the sensitivity, right, or a stimulus of the light. That is a very amazing, right? They are not animals, they are the plant, but still they can sense the light with the help of these pyrenoids. So eye spot, right? Eye spot, that is a photosensitive. Eye spot is also known as a stigma. Is that clear? So another structure. This is another diagram of the green algae. So this is Chlamydomonas, unicellular algae. So let me write it down in Chlamydomonas. That is unicellular algae. There is one more example. There is one more example. This is, they have the colony. It's a colony of volvox. What is this diagram belongs to? Colony of volvox. Colony term is when the number of the cells get arranged in a single structure, but they are not multicellular. So they are not multicellular structure. It's a colony of volvox. This complete ball-like structure, which is visible on the screen, colony of volvox. It is made up of 500 to 60,000. A colony of volvox may be made up of 500 to 60,000 cells, right? And this colony is known as coenobium, right? This is coenobium or coenobium, whatever you want to say, right? Inside, every cell have cytoplasmic interconnection. This is the enlarged diagram of these cells, right? You can see this is the enlarged diagram of these cells, right? They look like chlamydomonas. They have contractile vacuole, eye spot, nucleus, chloroplast, and pyramid, right? And they are interconnected, but this is not a multicellular structure. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Fine. Now come to the characteristic of green algae. The first characteristic of green algae, that is, they are mostly aquatic. Means most of them are found in water. Rarely they are found on the land, right? Or soil. Fine. They may be marine or freshwater, right? So marine means they are found either in oceans or salty water, and they are also found in the freshwater, right? Second point, they have thallus-like body. Means their body structure is like thallus-like structure. We have already discussed thallus means that there is no root, stem, or leaf-like structure, right? The plant is not divided into root, stem, and leaf. Body is covered with mucilage, right? Mucilage is a gel-like structure. Mucilage prevent algae from the dehydration, right? Otherwise, so what it do? It keep it slimy. If the cell, what will happen if the algae will dehydrate? It will die, right? It prevent the it from the dehydration. You must have seen in the rainy season what happened. If the water logging is for the long time, you will see a green color algae will make a layer, and if you put your shoes, you may slip for there, right? It's a slippery. Why it's slippery? Because algae release the mucilage, and that mucilage make the surface slippery, and you get slip if you step over there. And you will find that there is a some slimy, sticky kind of the substance, gel-like substance is present over there. Have you feel that? Have you felt over there? This kind of the thing. So the rainy season, which makes your floor, which make your houses greeny structure, that is just algae. The next one, mechanical tissues are absent. Hence, plant body is flexible, right? So mechanical tissues, there is no woody kind of the structure. One more thing, vascular tissues are absent, like xylem and phloem. I have told you the function of xylem is conduct the water and mineral. The function of phloem is to conduct the food, right? So that vascular tissues are absent. Mechanical tissues are absent. Hence, the plant body is very soft. They are photosensitive. And one very important thing, grana are absent in the chloroplast. So chloroplast have the grana and stroma, but grana is absent. Are you clear? Are you clear with the structure of chloroplast, grana and stroma?
Grana or ocellular?
Stroma. Clear or not? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Asexual and sexual, both kind of the reproduction is found, right? Embryo stage is absent. Algae do not have embryo-like structure, means embryo stage is not found. What is grana? Okay, Nabia, I'll tell you what is a grana. Look. So the chloroplast, you must have gone through the chloroplast. So basically, look, chloroplasts are photosynthetic structure. They are found in the higher plant. So this is a chloroplast. The outer structure of the chloroplast is made up of two membranes. This is the membrane, right? And inside the membrane, there are this kind of the structure. It look like that is a pile of some coin, right? There's some the coin have piled up one upon another, right? These structure which are piled up, the chlorophyll is found inside them, and they are the basically site of the photosynthesis. These structures are known as the grana, right? Which is meant for the photosynthesis. So this complete structure, right? This complete structure or this complete structure, it is called grana. Grana. Grana have chlorophyll, and this is responsible for photosynthesis. And inside the grana, there is a gel-like structure, right? This ground substance. Ground substance. This ground substance is known as stroma, right? Stroma is the ground substance, and grana is the this pile up structure, right? That is meant for. Is that clear, Nadia? So these grana are missing. That's what grana are missing. So chloroplast are found. They are cup shaped, but grana are not found over there, right? Tell me, is that clear? Okay, great. So, what is the economic importance of diesel? Economic importance, when we talk economic importance, it means we are talking about the uses. Uses, whatever the example is written in this screen, you have to cram this as it is, right? So, economic importance, there is a green algae known as the chlorella and spirulina. These are two different green algae, right? What is the use of? They are very useful. Chlorella, it is a uh, it purify the gases, right? So let me write it down more clearly. I think there may be trouble with you. It clean or purify the gases, right? Purify gases, right? Then it is used in sewage treatment. That is the function of chlorine, right? And spirulina, chlorella and spirulina both are known as the space algae. Both are known as space. Why we call them space? They are taken to the space. Chlorella purify the gases. Spirulina is used as the food supplement. A half spoon of spirulina or a tablet of spirulina is sufficient to provide you the nutrition for whole day. That is the power of chlorine. Nothing, this is known as a superfood. Nothing can be more nutritious on the earth than chlorine, veg or non-veg, including everything. So you can see this is the most nowadays spirulina. You will find the capsule of spirulina in the market. Right, you will get the capsule if you go to the market. You will get the capsule of the spirulina because they are the highly nutritious. Then another algae, that is Cephaloras. Cephaloras is a green algae, but this is a parasite kind of algae, right? It's a parasite. So, what is the use of the Cephaloras? It destroy the it causes the rust disease of the tea and coffee. It destroy the crop of tea and coffee. So tree and it makes them rusty, and it destroy the cropping of tree and coffee. So that is the thing over here. Then there is a one more algae, Spirogyra. The algae which I have seen, which I have shown you over here, this one. I have already told you, not this one. Basically, in classification part, this algae. So this algae, I told you, this is a Spirogyra, right? I'm talking about the same algae. So, what is the Spirogyra? Spirogyra is known as the water silk, and it is it causes the algal bloom in lake. Basically, it develops massively in the lake. It destroy the lake. It make a thick layer of the algae at the top of the lake, and it it prevent the entry of the oxygen in the lake so that the many animal die, right? So it's a very problematic kind of the algae. So these are the three. So this is all about the green algae, and let me know if you have any doubt in this green algae part, right? So that's it for the green algae. Tell me, go through with it and tell me if you have any doubt.
This is green algae, right?
Hmm?
Green algae.
Yeah, this is the green algae. It was all about the green algae. Means chlorophyce. Green algae means they are the green in color. Sarah, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Nabia, is that clear? Go through with it and ask me if you have doubt. Great. So this was all about the for today, and this was all about the green algae. After the class, just have a glance over here, right? Go through with the general characteristic of algae, classification of the. So today we have covered the general characteristic of algae, classification of the algae, and green algae. In the next class, we'll complete the algae part. Basically, we'll discuss the brown and the red algae. Right? Fine. Ask me if you have any question. Till date, whatever we have covered. Tell me, guys. Or everything okay? Everything clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Fine. So see you in next class, and we'll start with the. You have to remind me that we have to start from the brown algae and the red algae. Fine. Bye bye. Good night. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Welcome. Welcome.
Thank you.